Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Nikki with MontanaCrochetCreations.com. In today's tutorial, we're going to be making this really cute crochet cat toy. You can attach a little bell to the end of it if you want. You could probably attach like a couple of strings, would be really cute. Anything that is going to distract your cat even more. Our cats absolutely loved these, and it was super simple to make. So you'll need a few things for this crochet cat toy here. We're going to need a toilet paper roll. You're also going to need a 5mm or an H8 crochet hook. We're going to need a pair of craft scissors for clipping those yarn tails. And we're going to need a yarn needle for weaving in your yarn tails at the very end. And then you're also going to need any number 4 worsted weight yarn. I'm going to use this blue, but like I said, I'm just using scrap yarn, so this is actually the perfect project for getting rid of those little scrap pieces that you have laying around. So go ahead and grab your supplies and I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes. Alright, so let's get started on this cute crochet cat toy. So the very first thing that we're going to do for round 1 is we're going to start with a chain of 20. So we're going to make our slip stitch here, and let's start with our chain of 20. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So what we're going to do next is we're going to come all the way down this chain, and we are going to slip stitch to this very first chain, making sure that we do not twist our yarn at all here. So let's go ahead and slip stitch. Now what we're going to do is we are going to place a double crochet in each stitch all the way around this chain. So we're going to chain 2, and this is not going to count as your first double crochet. So we're going to go back into this chain 2 space here and place our first double crochet. So there's 1, and I'm going to crochet over this yarn tail so I don't have to weave that in later. So we're going to do a double crochet in each chain around. So for a double crochet, we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into that next chain space and then draw up a loop. We now have 3 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops and yarn over and pull through 2 again. So let's do another double crochet. So yarn over your hook, insert it into that next stitch, and draw up a loop. Now you've got 3. We're yarning over and pulling through 2 and yarning over and pulling through 2. So we're going to repeat that all the way around until we get back to the beginning. Alright, so we are done with round 2. I've come up to my very last stitch here, and I'm just going to slip stitch to the top of that very first double crochet right here. Now for rounds 3 through round 8, we are going to repeat round 2. So we're just going to chain 2, put a double crochet in that chain 2 space, and then continue to double crochet all the way around. So go ahead and start double crocheting for round 2 or round 3 through round 8. And then I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes whenever we're ready to get the toilet paper roll put inside this. We're at the end of round 8, and I've slip stitched to the top of my first double crochet. I'm just going to pull this loop up a little bit and drop my crochet hook. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our toilet paper holder and we're just going to fit that right inside here. And it's going to be a little loose, and that's kind of what you want because you want to be able to change out this toilet paper roll and everything as it gets a little torn up from the cats and everything playing with it. So we've got our toilet paper roll in there. So the very next thing that we're going to do for round 9 is we're going to slip stitch in each stitch all the way along the top here. So go ahead and do your chain 1 and insert your hook into that very chain 1 space. And we're just going to slip stitch. So in order to slip stitch, we're just inserting our hook and pulling our yarn through and then pulling it straight through again. So go ahead and slip stitch in each space here all the way along the top. And when we get back to the top, then we will start on the little long curly tail that goes with this crochet cat toy. So we're at the end of round 9 and I've slip stitched all the way around. So I'm going to come over here and just slip stitch to the very top of that very first one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start working on the little curly tail that hangs down from the bottom. So we're going to chain 30. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's 30 right there. So now we are going to take and put 3 double crochet in each stitch. So we're going to go into the second chain from the hook. So not this loop on your hook, that does not count. And then there's your first chain. We're going to go into this second chain right here. And we're going to place 3 double crochet, all in that same space. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to place 3 double crochet in each chain all the way until we get back to the beginning of this crochet cat toy. Alright, so I am done putting the 3 double crochet in those 30 chains. And you can see here it's kind of made like this cute little like curly Q right here, and that's what's going to hang down off the bottom of your crochet cat toy and probably drive your cats crazy. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our last double crochet that we've got here, and we're just going to go around over here at the top where we can see that I slip stitched and everything, and we're going to go into that very first slip stitch. And we're going to slip stitch again, just to attach that a little bit better. Now for round 11, what we're going to do is we're going to start single crocheting 2 stitches together. So that it'll make it nice and tight down here on this portion, but then on this portion right here, it's still going to be open enough to where you can change out that roll there for whenever it gets a little beat up. So we're going to insert our hook into this top stitches right here. We're going to draw up a loop. Then instead of yarning over and drawing through another loop, we're going to insert our hook into this second stitch here. And we're going to draw up another loop. Now we've got 3 loops on our hook here. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. And we're going to do this all the way around. So let's single crochet 2 more stitches together. So we're going to insert our hook and draw up a loop. And we're going to go back into the very next stitch, insert our hook, and draw up another loop. Now we have our 3 stitches. We're going to pull through all 3 stitches. So let's continue to do that all the way around. And while we're doing that, I want to ask that if you guys really liked this video, to please make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. And I hope that you guys have all been enjoying the content and everything that I've been putting on here. almost done. We're coming up to the last few stitches here. And we've got 2 more stitches left. We're going to single crochet those 2 together. Now all we've got left to do is just slip stitch over here to where we slip stitched that tail and fasten off our yarn. And then we're going to go in, excuse me, and then we're just going to weave in our yarn tails. So what I like to do for weaving in my yarn tail with this is I kind of like to go into this curly Q right here a little bit and then just weave my yarn tails in through that. So just going through one little tiny spot here, and then we're going to go back and forth over the same spot 3 different times at least. So that way you know that your yarn piece does not come undone. And clip that yarn there. Right, and that is it. We've completed this cute little crochet cat toy right here. And like I said, you could attach a bell to the bottom of it or some tassels, anything that's going to catch your little fur baby's attention a little bit more. I hope you guys all enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as I post weekly tutorials right here. And I love you guys all so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.